Reaction to the story and some analysis. We're joined now on the line by Phillippe Burger, the Acting Dean of Economic Management Science at the University of the Free State. Phillippe, for those who, of course, watch these GDP numbers, watch the various numbers in the economy very closely, perhaps this announcement not coming as a surprise.
Indeed, this is unfortunately not a surprise. I think a lot of us expected that these numbers will not be very good in the second quarter, indeed.
So, Phillippe, take us through some of these contributors to growth to negative growth in GDP: agriculture, transport, trade.
Yes, indeed. So agriculture is, as you said, down 29%, and this is largely due to a reduction in the production of field crops and horticultural products, like vegetables and fruits and so on. I think the drought probably played a role there. And then, of course, things need to be transported. So if you produce less and also consumption in the economy is down, then you also need to transport less. I think on the expenditure side, the biggest contributors would be household consumption, which is down, and also investment. And we expect that on the household side, because as we know, the VAT rate went up from 14 to 15%, so that places a damper on household consumption. We also know that households have to pay more for petrol. That puts a damper on their expenditure. And we'll have to see what the third quarter brings. But, as we saw this morning already, the rand depreciated a further 40 cents to the dollar. So it's not looking up anytime soon.
I mean, Phillippe, we're seeing devastating unemployment numbers in South Africa. Half of South Africa's young people without jobs. This will do nothing to combat those numbers.
Indeed, and we will really have to look in future to how we can get economic growth going, because we know that if the economy grows, it creates jobs. Between 2003 and 2008, the economy grew at between 3 and 5.5% per year. And during that period, the unemployment rate fell from 29 to 21%. So it showed to us that if we have growth, we can reduce the unemployment rate. So we really need to focus on what's necessary to get the unemployment rate down, and therefore what needs to be done to economic growth so that the economy can grow, and that leading to lower unemployment.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks very much for taking the time to speak to us. Phillippe Burger is the Acting Dean of Economic Management Science at the University of the Free State.